I'm at a defining point in my life. There are so many things right and wrong to become in life. I know that now more than ever. I have experienced them both, and I believe now is the time to make definition of those experiences. I have not been recognized as I should in most instances in my life. I know that as a fact, and I believe it is time for recognition from myself. As I recognize myself for having great strength, courage, and resilience, I want you to know I am a distinguished human being, inferior or superior to another race. I will preconceive nothing, only speak from my own experiences to justify my truth. I have intense passion to be who I am freely without any misconception from another because I am not just the color of my skin, female, just or a worker. We all have something to do. It takes great strength and courage to exist homeless, especially when you're not alone and have another to watch over. It was the most fearful and traumatic thing I had to face. Each day I had to make the right choice because I was not alone, because I had complained about mice in our current urine at the time and called in the city of Chicago building complaints. My rent was returned to me, taped to my refrigerator when I came home from work, like I did not pay rent for the month. So we were forced and placed in a position of forced eviction. It was hard making decisions when all I could think about was I let my child down. It hurt terribly, and I had to hide it to keep him grounded and unmoved by reality. My youngest son showed great strength and courage. He remained a straight A student during the whole time, and not once did his behavior demonstrate publicly affected by our hardship and disparity. I knew this was a burden to him, but he could not have made me prouder handling it the way he did. And I would try to make any concessions for him to make sure if something was bothering him, I did something about it. We slept in my car 2 nights because that became the only acceptable place to go at the time. Even looking back outside in a car doesn't sound like it's the safest, but to us it was. This was a real reality for us. If this isn't strength and courage, I don't know what is, because in 2011 through 2012, the city of Chicago had a homeless population in the Chicago public school system of about 17,255 students. And of these, 98.4% were children of color. We were not included in this number. We faced being homeless on our own by the grace of God. The whole time I could not understand how there are so many services for homeless, but not one we sought out could help us achieve anything. But we had resilience and are currently living in a brand new home after still facing many housing obstacles since 2012. My children have made me so proud that I am their mom. My sons are so important to me. They are more than just my life. They are heaven sent. It's just like God knew. My oldest, my first living dream come true, my college student. He won't give up, refuses to be a return home student or washed up football player statistic. This young man just won't quit, and trust me, he has stated it several times to me that he thought about quitting, even called me to come pick him up from his college. But he hangs in there and continues on. My children are simply amazing. Our worst days are our best days. We seem to get so much information from each other, and it improves us as a whole family. My ambition for them is to leave a legacy of my education and work performance that is left as an example so they fulfill their life goals, ambitions, and dreams.